Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight at Indianapolis with the Wise Owl Wash Cup Series. Qualifying has started, but in the booth with me tonight, the one, the only, Daryl Young Jr.
Good evening, Blake. Very happy to be here tonight. I haven't streamed in a few days, or haven't broadcast, in a few days, so it was good to actually go home for a couple days and relax.
Absolutely, and right on the track now, Daryl, as I mentioned, qualifying already underway. Steve Tucker on the top of the board. He was lying to you earlier, saying he doesn't expect to run very well. But what are you thinking out of this one car here tonight?
Yeah, well, he likes to give himself an out, right? Like, he'll talk to him earlier, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. It's not really one of my favorite tracks. That way, if he loses, he can just say, yep, see, I told you so. And when he wins, he can still brag. So he likes to have his cake and eat it too.
Absolutely. But Tyler Smith, not too far behind him. Looks like 2/100ths of a second separate Smith and Tucker. In the third position, you got Essery, then Larson and Meeks rounding out your top 5. But out on the track here now, looking like we've got Michael James in the #9 machine now. I received word that it looks like league officials are going to enforce the blinking rule. So Michael James' internet hasn't been doing too hot this season. So if he continues to blink this week, he may get sent to the back.
Yeah, same with Joshua Larson. We see him right now, P4. So he's going to be up there as of right now in that second row. And if he starts blinking, he'll be sent to the back as well.
Meanwhile, Cody Keller out here, he's still got Wheels America on the car, Daryl, and I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Do you think they paid the bill for that?
Well, the bill was probably paid for a long time ago, but I guess maybe he's still supporting them. I don't know.
Oh, who knows? We're just kidding around here, but we're here at Indianapolis. Daryl, this track, a lot of people don't love it here, but definitely a lot of prestige around the low banks of Indianapolis, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, absolutely. We already have Steve Tucker in the chat talking about how the track is miserable and dirty air. Clean air is amazing.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, blah, 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 Steve. Whatever. We don't care.
Well, Daryl, I think it is time to get over there and grit it up here for the Wise Owl Wash 200 is tonight's race with the Wise Owl Wash Cup Series Flim Dogs Racing League action. We're starting about now, Daryl.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The world's #1 streaming service is live here in Indianapolis. Daryl Young Jr., Blake Hutchinson in the booth tonight. Wise Owl Wash 200 grid time right now. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. On the front row, starting in the pole position in the #1 machine, Steve Tucker. On his outside, the 21, Tyler Smith.
Starting on the inside of row #2, we have that 20 machine of Chris Essery. To his outside, the 51 machine of Josh Larson.
Row #3 on the inside in the #55 machine from Flagship Motorsports, Thomas Meeks III. On his outside, the 88, Matthew Fleming.
On the inside of row #4, we have the 28 of the GOAT, Chad White. To his outside, the 36 of Dylan Morante.
Jumping on back into row #5 in the Flim Dogs #9 machine, Michael James. On his outside, the 05, Noah Rainwater.
On the inside of road number 8, we have the 09 of Derek 5. It is outside my best friend, the 96 Christian Taylor.
Man, not a good qualifying outing for Christian Taylor. I know he was hoping for better, but we jump on back into row number 7 in the 39. This guy qualified like junk, Daryl. Going to be a rough night for the 39. Joseph Mealy on his outside. The 73, Justin Malarkey.
Number 8 shows the number 8 car on the inside, Robert Hassong, to his outside, the 13 of Michael Lamphere.
The American badass Michael Lamphere starting in the 16th position. We jump on back into row number 9 in the number 2 machine, Cody Keller on his outside, the 52, Chris Melton.
And starting on the last row, number 10, the inside, the 11 car of Dakota Collins, to the outside, the number 4, Kerwin Marshall. And just for the viewers watching, speaking of Marshalls, there will not be a Marshall Harris here tonight.
Oh, no. Why is that, Daryl?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We were really hoping, man, but look at this packed crowd. Daryl, I went actually to the Indy 500 last year, and this is about how many people were there. Well, these guys are pumped up here for some Wise Owl Wash Cup Series action, as we sold it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Pace truck is leading them through turn 4 right now. Got 20 car field. Blake, I don't think we're going to see a caution or many cautions this race, but hey, Pace truck's about ready to pull off. Blake, lead them to the green.
Pace truck is heading in here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The fans are pumped up. Your front row, Steve Tucker on the inside, Tyler Smith on the outside. Green flag in the air. Wise Owl Wash 200 is green. Great jump there on the outside line from Tyler Smith. He's going, oh, no, they're junking it, Daryl.
Wow, that did not last long at all, Blake.
Wow.
We have Joshua Larson, junk. Matthew Fleming, junk.
Man, Larson just absolutely dominant. Like, he just smoked the wall like he never even lifted, Daryl. Let's see this replay real quick. That is one moment here. We're having some issues with our SDK here. See if we can get it going. Give me a moment here. Not sure what's going on. Here we go. I think I got it right here. Looks like Matthew Fleming involved. Here we go. So you see Larson in that 51 machine up high here, Daryl. Oh, he just loses it. Wham! Nowhere for Fleming to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And also nowhere for Dylan Morante to go. Looks like Dylan Morante is going to be okay. A little bit of damage. Watch the green car here as well. You're going to see him hit Fleming. Just nowhere to go. Yeah, front end's caved in. A little damage from Noah Rainwater, it looks like, as well.
There you have it. Well, first caution of the night, Daryl. We thought this thing might stay green for a while. Well, clearly not. We're going to have our first caution of the evening already. But Tyler Smith, though, Daryl, did take over the race lead. What a great jump there in the box.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a perfect start. I don't know, Steve Tucker fell asleep or if he was too busy thinking about something, but Tyler Smith got out to a great start, and now he's going to be able to go in the Juicy Spider restart zone. He's going to have a bigger jump when we go green here, just a couple laps.
Absolutely. We're going to bunch the field up here. We got some fans tuned in here tonight. Be sure, folks, if you haven't done it yet, click that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel. Check out HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com. We do have the world's #1 website, Daryl.
Absolutely. It is #1. And looking at the chat here, looks like we have Bugs here. Let's go, Chris Essery. Grandma and Grandpa are watching. Well, hey, Chris Essery is in P3. He may start behind Tyler Smith if Tyler chooses the bottom, and if that's the case, Chris Essery is going to have an amazing restart as well. So keep an eye out on that restart, Grandma and Grandpa. Jesse Becker in the chat. and Philip Chavez. I blame that wreck on Steve Tucker, and also, honestly, I think it's true. I think they should send him to the back right now.
I totally wholeheartedly agree, Daryl. But, you know, take a look at the scoreboard here. Look at this new look. We got the horizontal tower showing off here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, that is a gorgeous tower for Indy here. Yeah, very, very nice. It's even better than the real-life vertical tower at the track.
Absolutely. I mean, the one at the track isn't very good. But now, Daryl, we know Connor Girardi's a big WWE fan, and Monday Night Raw's going on right now. A lot of madness.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's watching Monday Night Raw, but he's still here though. He's still dedicated. He's still #1 super fan, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, Connor hasn't missed a race in literally, I mean, probably at least 8 months.
Yeah, it looks like we have Bugsy also saying that Steve Tucker was to blame. So we got 2 people in the chat saying it was all Steve's fault.
Well, it's just fact.
Facts don't lie.
Absolutely. We're going to bunch them up, though, Daryl, and give them the 1 to green sign. 80-lap race here tonight. Our stage number 1 going to end after 20 laps. On lap 20, it's going to come to an end.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a wreck on lap 1, and maybe the fact that Joshua Larson's internet is working so well that's why that wreck happened. Maybe if he was blinking, it wouldn't have happened, actually, come to think of it. So
that's a good point. You know, I'm thinking Larson was expecting his internet to be horrible going into turn 1, and when it was good, he just messed up.
Yeah, just didn't know what to do. I did see that he's looking into, he ordered Starlink, he won't have it for a couple weeks. I read that, and so that would be interesting.
I can't wait to see Starlink out there. Hopefully he puts it on his car. I wouldn't mind seeing a Starlink paint scheme.
Yeah, that's a great point. I don't remember ever seeing a Starlink paint scheme either.
And I certainly hope he does it, because if he does, we know the guy he can reach out to. If you go up to the blimp up in the sky, Bubba Myers Custom Designs, he puts on the best paints, folks. They start at just $25.
Yeah, and also if you put Starlink on the car, the next time the Artemis goes up to the moon, we'll be able to talk to him, Blake, live on the broadcast. That'd be amazing.
Absolutely. Going to be great to see, though. These guys are going to drop the hammer and go green once again. Your front row, it's going to be Smith on the inside this time, Tucker on the outside. Let's see if Tucker can get as good of a jump out up top as Smith did on their initial start.
Yeah, it might be a little difficult for him to get as good of a restart, but yeah, we do see Tyler Smith starting on the bottom, Steve Tucker to the outside, Chris Essery on the inside of row 2, and Thomas Meeks could be starting on the outside of row number 2. It'll be this is gonna be fun. Maybe we'll get some green flag, a nice little run here. Green flag.
Yes, certainly hope so. We're going to see what happens as the field is bunched up and ready to roll here at Indianapolis. Pace truck is heading in, Daryl. We're about to go green.
Absolutely. The pace truck is pulling off. The leaders are going into the Juicy Spider restart zone right now, and the green flag is out.
Good jump there from Smith on the bottom line, and we got one off pace there in the back.
Yeah, we do. That's actually Kerwin Marshall and Joshua Larson, but we'll cover that a little later.
It looked like Kerwin Marshall might have started in 4th gear or something, but nonetheless, Steve Tucker gives up the race lead on the start to Smith. So Tucker in the 2nd position. You have Essery 3rd, Meeks 4th, Chad White rounding out your top 5.
We got Christian Taylor going for a pass right now on Dylan Morante on the inside for that P5 position. He's going to clear him, Blake. Christian Taylor, P7.
Wow, Taylor up 6 positions since the start of this race. I mean, people said you can't pass here. Well, don't tell Christian Taylor that.
Absolutely not. Christian Taylor is doing Christian Taylor things.
This guy's incredible, Daryl. He might be one of the best racers I've ever seen in my life. Let's hop on board.
Let off at the perfect time. Didn't overdrive the corner there. He's just running perfect right now.
He's going to win this race, Daryl.
Yeah, I think so. Call it right now. Slash checkers. Do it.
Yeah, let's just end it. So Tyler Smith, your race leader for now. Here comes Steve Tucker, though, looking to the inside here. He's going to make a pass for the race lead, potentially.
Yep, Tyler Smith got loose coming out of 2. Steve Tucker got a huge run on the inside. Tyler's going to fight back. And it looks like he's still there, Blake. If he can stay on his quarter, not going to happen. Steve's going to fully send it. Let's see if he tries to... Nope. Yep.
Yeah, new race leader, Steve Tucker. He's trying to shake the draft. Daryl, you think it's a little early to be shaking the draft? What do you think?
Yeah, he's showing off. You know what Steve's doing. He thinks he's Tony Stewart out there, just yeah. Anyway.
We got Jesse Becker in the chat, unable to make it on the track here tonight due to some issues, but he's joined us in the chat. Appreciate you popping in here, Jesse. And hard to the wall goes Smith.
Oh, not good by Tyler Smith. We got some side-by-side now with Thomas Meeks and Chris Essery for the P2 position.
Wow. So Meeks goes from 4th to 2nd on the Tyler Smith mix-up, and Smith is struggling now, Daryl. You think he's got some damage?
Absolutely, he does. It does not take much to get damage at this track. You go up and hit the wall, and you're going to suffer for it. So, yeah, Thomas Meeks, P2 right now.
Taylor going to make the pass now. I was in a chat earlier, Daryl, during practice with Christian Taylor and Chad White, and they were saying, they tapped the wall barely, and they had some wheel damage. So I can only imagine how bad that 21 machine of Tyler Smith is driving right now.
Yeah, he's going to continue to fall pretty far. Hopefully he can just kind of survive until that stage comes out at lap 20. Christian Taylor just got to run. Christian Taylor's P5, Blake.
Top 5, throw the checkered, Daryl. Christian Taylor, he's coming for the win.
There's nothing I'd like to see more than Christian Taylor winning this race. One of the pinnacles on the NASCAR circuit. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It'd be like Carson Hocevar winning yesterday or Cletus winning Friday night, Blake.
He almost had a one, Daryl.
Or Saturday, yeah.
For sure. But, Daryl, do you ever see those people that are just so intimidating, you look at them and you just want to apologize even though you didn't do anything wrong?
Yeah, we're about to see an in-car helmet, aren't we? Let's see it.
Yes, sir. We got Michael Lamphere, the American badass, folks. I tell you what, I was driving through the garage area earlier today. Michael Lamphere gave me that look, Daryl, and I said, I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, yeah. That's all you got to do.
He is hooked up right now, trying to get into the top 10, making the pass on Keller in that number 2 machine. Not yet, but he will. Let's jump back out front, though, Daryl. Steve Tucker looks like he is up and left the rest of the field. 2.5 lead. Thomas Meeks, the 3rd in the 2nd position, followed by Essery, White, and Taylor, your top 5.
Yeah, looking at our chargers so far for the race, we have a tie for 7 positions gained. Blake, we have Christian Taylor, P5, up 7 spots, started P12, and we have Michael Lamphere up to P10, and Cody Keller up to P11. Our biggest drop is Matthew Fleming, obviously Dylan Morante and Joshua Larson. Of course, they were caught up in that.
Now, Daryl, I'm not sure if you knew this or not, but we actually do have a new feature. Take a look at your leaderboard. You see the hard charger board? Take a look at this one.
I do. Oh, I love that. That is great.
And look at who it is, Matthew Fleming. Caution is out. Tyler Smith's junked it.
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, we saw that coming, Daryl. He hurt that car early on in the run. Hard to drive that thing, and look at it. It is junk now.
Well, I got news for you. He got help. We're going to go back and watch it, but Michael James is going to hook Tyler Smith right here. We're going to watch it.
He's flat out junked him, Daryl. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
That was kind of dirty. But Michael James, nonetheless, he said, you know what, you're holding me up, Tyler. I'm going to finish the job and junk you. Let's hop on board here. Here's Tyler Smith. Here's what he saw. He's like, okay, I'm good to go. Just going in the corner. Wham.
Hit once, hit twice. Oh. Boom. Yep. That car is junk.
Wow. Well, that is caution number 2, Daryl.
Yeah, he's from Allentown, Pennsylvania. What do you know about Allentown, Pennsylvania, Blake?
Oh, I actually know quite a bit about Allentown, Pennsylvania. One moment. Okay, now, Daryl. So, Allentown, Pennsylvania is a city in eastern Pennsylvania. The Liberty Bell Museum houses a full size replica of the iconic bell, plus a mural about its history. Nearby, the Allentown Art Museum's collections include Renaissance and modern American works. On the Lehigh River, the America on Wheels Museum showcases vintage vehicles. East of the river, Coca Cola Park is home to the Iron Pigs minor league baseball team. And Daryl, that's just what I know off the top of my head.
Oh, we got some fakers on pit road here. Not to interrupt you, Blake, but I thought some of these guys were going to come down and pit, but they just faked it. They're staying out. But we do have a little bit of action. We got Joseph Mealy coming down pit road, Blake. Justin Malarkey, Kerwin Marshall, Dakota Collins, Robert Hassong, Dylan Morante, and Matthew Fleming all down pit road.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the back, you may as well go down pit road. But so, Daryl, one strategy I was thinking of earlier. I mean, obviously, track position's important here at Indy. We do pay out, stage points to the top 10, just like any other league here. But you might want to think about this with 2 to go. If you're under green, maybe you think about pitting and flipping the stage.
Yeah, it is now this is a big track, but it's also a very long pit road. And I'm trying to remember, I haven't raced Indianapolis in a long time. I'm trying to think if you do come down pit road and just take tires, I don't think you get lapped. So that would be the only concern, is just to make sure you don't get lapped.
Yeah, we're looking at about 53-second lap time, so I would be shocked if you get lapped down pit road. We're going to see how this goes, though. We're here on lap number 12. We may as well take our first break of the evening, folks. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Steve Tucker, your race leader. We'll see you here in just a moment. We are back here at Indy. Tucker, your race leader, lined up beside him. Daryl, it's going to be the 55 of Thomas Meeks.
Yep, absolutely. We have Chris Essery, Chad White, and Christian Taylor rounding out the top 5. But this is going to be really, really interesting of a restart, because we're only going to have 7 to go until we get to that stage.
It's going to be a short green flag run, but we got some Josh Larson fans in the chat. Daryl, Larson qualified up front. Unfortunately, spins it out there on lap 1. Well, right now he's worked himself back up into 11th. So the 51 of Larson probably burn up that one fast repair he gets, but he's going to try to get back up front for all his fans watching.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, even with the fresh tires starting P10, that's only row 5. I haven't really looked at the lap times to see what the fall off is.
I'd say probably not much, especially since we've had a couple cautions already. My guess is it's not going to matter.
Right, that's true.
We're going to find out, though, as the field is set in front of a sold-out crowd here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I believe they call it the pinnacle of racing, if I'm not mistaken. Pace truck is going to head in. Field's going to be set. We're going to take this restart on board with your race leader, Steve Tucker.
Field's coming up to the Juicy Spider restart zone. Steve Tucker is in the zone, and they are green.
Green flag in the air. Good jump there from Steve Tucker out front. He's going to hold on to that top spot quite easily, but we got a door-to-door battle for second as Esri looks to take it away from Meeks.
Absolutely. He is going to take away from Meeks. Meeks accidentally touched Esri there and caused him to go up the track a little bit, so that was an easy pass by Chris Esri. He's going to try to run down the leader, Blake.
We got some battling back here. Josh Larson looking to take him 3 wide here, Daryl.
Yeah, he does have those fresh tires.
Oh, no! The 9 gets hooked. The American Badass of Lanfair just dumped him, Daryl. Let's see the replay.
He's come back up the track.
Oh, no.
Oh, another
Fleming
one.
involved at the end. Let's take a look here, folks. Michael James, here you go. Oh, yeah, the American Badass just hooks him. That's payback. Remember the 9 hooked somebody earlier, Daryl? Well, here you have it. Bam!
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
Yeah.
Well,
he just goes up there and hooks him now.
he's dumped him. It is what it is, though. I mean, that's racing, Daryl. But we're here, caution number 3 already. Oh, Christian Taylor spins out under caution.
What was that about, Blake?
What just happened? Let's go back here and take a look. Taylor into the corner here. I think he just comes up on the field.
He went to,
oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
And then Noah Rainwater, he says, watch this. Does the same thing, Daryl. So, man, what a way to ruin a race. Christian Taylor was running in the top 5. And then Noah Rainwater, he said, I'm not going to be outdone by Christian Taylor. And look what he does.
Yeah, same thing. Wow. Well, Christian Taylor is going to get his spot back, Blake. He's back up
junked,
to the
though.
P5 position.
He's probably going to have to pit, Daryl.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, that car's got to be hurt, Daryl. I mean, we know it doesn't take much to hurt these cars. If I'm Christian Taylor, I mean, you probably have to pit. I don't think you can just stay out there the way it is.
So the next time Christian Taylor gives me any flack whatsoever, just remember this clip right here. Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. Make sure you save this one in the memory bank because I don't think Christian has any room to give anybody any flack for a little while.
That's right.
Wow, Taylor, okay, we got some fakers, and Taylor's going to stay out there. My guess, Daryl, that car's going to be hurting. Got some guys in the back going to pit, though.
Yeah, Robert Hassong's going to pit. Joseph Mealy's going to pit again. And then some cars that have been involved in a wreck.
Now, Daryl, I haven't received word. I mean, I doubt that was staged. I guess we're going to have a couple lap shootout to the end of the stage here. Because I think everybody would have pit if that was staged. But who knows?
I'm going to double check that, but I believe that was not staged.
Yeah, go ahead and double check that for us, just so we know for sure. So while Daryl does that, folks, we appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Watching the Wise Out Wash 200 here at Indianapolis. Steve Tucker, still your race leader. We're going to take just a short break here, folks, while we find out if that was indeed the stage break. My guess is it's not, but we'll let you know. We'll be right back. We are back here at Indianapolis with the Wise Out Wash 200 Wise Out Wash Cup Series. Folks, they're about to drop the hammer and go green again this time around. That we confirmed, Daryl, that was not the stage, so it's going to be about a 2-lap shootout to the end of stage 1.
Yep, absolutely. That was not staged. And I found out before Steve actually keyed up and tried to do my job for me. Steve just needs to focus on driving the car. But yes, I had already found out that it was not staged. So this will be a 2-lap shootout, and it'll be a great shootout, Blake. I'm excited for this.
Absolutely. So your front row, it's going to be Tucker. He's electing to take that top line. He's going to have Essery underneath him. Row 2, you got Chad White on the outside with Meeks on the inside.
Now, I will say before we go green, Blake, look at Christian Taylor, okay? Now look who's behind Christian Taylor.
Oh, no, that's the American Badass.
You better be careful.
Michael Lanfair, he's ready. He might just finish out the job. I mean, Christian Taylor's car is going to be hurt, but Lanfair wants to finish him off. But Daryl, pace truck is in field, is set on your feet, off your seats, into the Jizzy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
Man, I tell you what, Chad White, Thomas Meeks really gave some help to Chris Essery on that restart. Bumped him right at the right time. That's why he's able to run here with Steve.
Yeah, Essery with a good run on the bottom line. Can Steve hold on? I don't think he's going to be able to. Daryl, Essery has that preferred line on the bottom as they are door to door for the race lead.
Well, Steve does have the drafting help here on the backstretch, but they are even going into turn 3. Essery going to dive it down, but Steve's also going to do a really good job to keep it tight. He's going to move up a little bit, Blake. They don't touch.
I think he's got him here, Daryl.
Chris Essery, new race leader.
Great job
there. Here comes Thomas Meeks.
Great job there from Essery. Daryl, it's going to be 1 to go here in stage number 1. Essery might be able to steal the stage win as one gets into the wall. That's the 55, Thomas Meeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Steve almost hit the wall there. Got a little loose, but he's going to dive it back in here to turn 2. Look how desperate he's running, Blake. That's why he's fallen off the race leader. He's trying way too hard to get back up there.
Hell, he knows he already lost this race, Daryl. The one machine of Steve Tucker is done for.
He's absolutely junk.
Well, they're going into the corner here for the final time, about to take the green and white checkered flag as they go through turn 4.
Absolutely. Chris Essery leading the field off of 4. Clean air in front of him. He's going to cross the start finish line, Blake. And Chris Essery, and there's the caution. Chris Essery is your stage winner.
Looked like you had a side-by-side battle for 9th. I believe Keller beat Larson there for the 9th position. That puts Larson in 10th. So we're going to bunch them up here, folks. That was a planned stage caution, our 4th caution of the night. But Chris Essery, your stage winner, after Steve Tucker chokes away the stage win, Daryl.
Choke, he does, Blake. P2, and we're going to see everybody come down pit road and get fresh tires and gas.
And boy, how about that? Chris Essery saves the best for last. Daryl, you were asking about tire wear. Well, there is none because the fastest lap of the session was just turned the last lap of stage 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, out of the 20 laps that we've done, we've only done about what, maybe 8 laps of green? Less?
Maybe less. I'd say probably less, but we'll get back here and see how things go. Again, Essery, your stage 1 winner, Tucker 2nd, followed by Meeks, White, and Taylor holds on to a top 5. But the problem, though, Daryl, now he's got damage to fix on that car, and he might have a long pit stop. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see how these pit stops line out. We'll be right back. We are back here at Indianapolis. Looks like everybody heading down pit road, Daryl. Let's see if we got some varying strategies. We know the tire wear here is basically non-existent.
Yeah, we didn't have that many laps of green, so it is possible just for track position, we could see somebody just take 2 tires and fuel.
We do have one staying out, actually, Daryl. Kerwin Marshall going to take over the race lead. He pit on lap 11. So this will be interesting, but let's see who wins this race off of pit road. Can Esri get a good stop and hold on to that lead? Looks like we got a 2-tire stop from Dylan Marante, or it might be fuel only.
Yep, Dylan Marante, Joseph Mealy, Robert Hassong, and then finally Steve Tucker with the 4 tires with Chris Esri. Tyler Smith looks like elects to take 2 tires. He's going to come out P7.
Let's take a look here, Daryl. So here you have it. Kerwin Marshall, he pit 10 laps ago. It was a fuel-only stop. It says repairs, but nonetheless, Marante, he goes fuel-only, followed by Mealy and Hassong fuel-only. Then you have Tucker and Esri going 4 tires, Tyler Smith with 2 tires, and basically everybody else with 4 tires.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to make things pretty interesting, but I like the call of not taking tires. That's a good call. I'm not sure about Colonel Marshall not taking any, not pitting though. I'm not sure what's going on with this.
Well, it's not a horrible call. He did pit on lap 11 about 2 cautions ago, so I don't blame him. I mean, he was basically running last here before, so definitely worth trying out. I'm guessing he probably took tires back on lap 11, so we'll see how this plays out as Marante, he is in that second position, and Marante, you know, he just pits. Hang on, I'm looking here. So he pit 10 laps ago, took tires then. So Marante, I mean, he's got fairly fresh tires as well. So definitely going to shake things up. But Daryl, let's see if we can maybe get our Stage 1 winner of Chris Esri in here for an interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if he's available.
Oh, he's actually
probably don't see him available.
Nope. Yeah, no, he's usually in his own Discord, I think. So unfortunately, looks like no interview with your Stage 1 winner of Chris Esri. But Daryl, you know, he wins the stage and he leaves pit road in 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. For the viewers watching, I want to catch them up on a quick little storyline. Once that caution came out, Joshua Larson keyed up and was talking to Noah Rainwater and said, "Hey, Noah," I'm paraphrasing, but he basically says, "Hey, Noah, you chopped my nose off twice and I had to let up because you did it. That will not happen again. I will not let up again if you cut my nose off." So Joshua Larson is going to restart P13. Noah Rainwater P11 right in front of him. So that's going to be something interesting to watch.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to watch these two, see if they elect to junk one another. We know we got some Josh Larson fans in the chat. They are pumped up watching that 51 machine. Good-looking car here tonight. I thought that was Cody Ware for a second, the GOAT of Talladega.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a good-looking car. But I just want to add to that story. Noah Rainwater said, "Hey, man, I wasn't trying to cut your nose off. I was just arcing into the corner, like the racing line. I wasn't trying to do anything," and that was pretty much the end of the conversation. So we'll see how this restart goes with those two.
Yeah, you know what? If I was Noah Rainwater, I would have been like, "Quit whining. I'm going to junk you if you touch me." That's the way to handle those things, Daryl.
Absolutely.
But hey, the field is set. You know, the field has a big shakeup here, Daryl. We got a little bit of everything. We have no fuel, fuel only, 2 tires, 4 tires, all. We basically have it all up front. But Kerwin Marshall, he's going to inherit this race lead as the pace truck heads in. The weapon of Kerwin Marshall rolls towards the juicy Spider restart zone. On your feet, off your seats. Green flag in the air here at Indy.
Wow, and look at that start from the inside. Kerwin Marshall, Joseph Mealy. Oh, he's going to spin it, Kerwin Marshall.
Oh, my goodness, look out! Chad White's junk and the Stage 1 winner of Chris Esri involved as well. Man, he had no business staying out there. Let's see this replay.
My goodness.
He just loses it. Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
Chad White, I tell you what, Chad White, that poor guy can't catch a break, Daryl. I mean, he was pretty quick. He was running up front. Well, now he's jumped.
He is absolutely junk, and I'm receiving word that we may have already known this, but I forgot. Blake, you may already know this, but Kerwin Marshall races on a controller. And
Yeah,
that doesn't help matters.
that is the rumor. Again, I have never been able to confirm, but let's hop on board here on this. Hang on, let's see this one more time. Yeah, see, we got some drivers arguing on the radio. Take a look here at the replay. On board. There's Kerwin Marshall right in front of the field. Helicopter gets flipped. Nowhere for these guys to go. They're junk.
Yeah, Steve called out Kerwin Marshall on comms for racing with a controller, and Kerwin Marshall responded with something that we cannot repeat on Hudson Motorsports TV.
Could you maybe shorten it up for us, Daryl? Give us a generalization.
Well, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
Nonetheless, we're going to say here this caution-free break is brought to you by Bubba Myers Custom Designs Blimp, folks. You're looking for a paint scheme, head on over to the HMS TV Discord. Shoot at Bubba Myers Custom Designs a message, and he'll hook you up. But, Daryl, I'm scrolling up in the chat. Cinch McCoy says, I was at the local track this Saturday night and was chilling with the announcer, and he let me say a couple times, get that car off the track. It is junk. That's what I'm talking about.
That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's great. I mean, your quotes, Blake, are going not just national, but worldwide, I think,
absolutely.
at this point.
And, Daryl, if anybody's in the Poplar Bluff, Missouri area, this Saturday, weather permitting, I think we'll be okay, but we'll just have to wait and see. We know the weather is very iffy this time of year. I will be at Poplar Bluff Motorsports Park announcing over there this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Poplar Bluff, Missouri, a place that I've told you before I've been through many of times. Very familiar with it. Never been to the Speedway, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun track, I believe it's a 3/8 mile dirt track, so fun to see. They got basically your normal dirt tracks in the area, or dirt track classes in the area. You got a steel block late model class, A mods, B mods, mod lights. You got some spectator junkers to look at. Always fun to watch those things. Those guys, I tell you what, they're probably the most fun to call because they just don't care. Those guys will go 4 wide, and if they flip it, they'll go to the junkyard and get a new one.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to you for making that 4-hour round trip trek to go and do that. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, all for the love of the game. But, look in the chat, Daryl. We got Kerwin Marshall. He just says, oops, LOL.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I have to say about that, and I'm an outsider. I'm just broadcasting with you, Blake. So I don't really want to get into the weeds and get into the drama, but there's a lot of back and forth between Kerwin Marshall and Steve Tucker post-race. Who beats who and all this stuff. But, man, I think Steve's got him beat this week.
I think so as well. But we know we got Chris Essery fans, Daryl, and Essery has to drop all the way to the back in that number 20 machine. He's going to be restarting 17th there. After winning stage 1, he goes down pit road, loses a few spots, and then he gets junked.
Yeah, that's just awful. Wait, Chris Essery got junked?
Oh yeah, well, so he spun out. His car wasn't really hit that bad, but yes, he was involved in the incident. Take a look.
I got you. Okay.
Here's a replay one more time. We may as well. Here it is. So here's the 20 of Essery. You see the 4 there of Marshall spin out. Nothing for Essery to do. He slams the brakes, gets turned. There you have it. Well, left front. He did get junked. Never mind. Left front was wobbling. So there you have it. But I think he'll be all right, Daryl. I do know these guys do get a fast repair, so he might have got that all fixed up. So nonetheless, there's Kerwin Marshall. He's parked on the track. Is he waiting for Tucker?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Here he is. He's waiting for the field to pass nonetheless. So Kerwin Marshall, he's going to line it back up, folks. He may junk it again. We're just going to have to wait and see. Steve Tucker in the chat, Daryl said, what do you say? Kerwin down
Wow.
Chromie. Oh, well, that's not very nice, Steve.
No, not at all.
It's not that. That's not nice at all, Steve Tucker. I think he should get an EOL.
I agree.
But we're going to line them up here, Daryl. Dylan Morante, your race leader. Joseph Mealy up to second, Daryl, after starting all the way back in 13th position. He's on the front row. Uh-oh.
Yep, absolutely. And
Larson's blinking.
oh, boy.
Here we go again. Now, Daryl, we'll see if it gets better for Larson, but hopefully so, because league officials did say they were going to force the blinking rule, but we're going to find out as the pace truck is in field, is set. Caution number 5 is in the books as they roll towards the juicy Spider restart zone here at Indy. Green flag in the air.
And Dylan Morante got a good start, but Joseph Mealy seems like he did not get that great of a start. That holds up that one machine that Steve. Joseph Mealy's going to clear. We got a wreck.
Big save there.
Nope.
What a save from Robert Hassong. You know, most guys could have just turned it straight up into the track, not cared. But Hassong saves it and keeps it rolling and doesn't ruin anybody else's race, unlike Kerwin Marshall did. We're still clean and green, though. Daryl, your race leader, Dylan Morante, up in front of Joseph Mealy. Tucker into third. Taylor fourth, followed by Tyler Smith to round out your top 5.
You know, you're not going to believe me, but, you know, we never did our race picks before this race started, and I actually was going to pick Joseph Mealy, even though he started way back in 13th. He was going to be my pick to win. I talked to his spotter, Nick Lights, before the race, and Joseph was kind of confident that he had what it took to win this race, but I forgot to make the pick, so it's not going to count.
Well, Daryl, a black flag to Noah Rainwater on the restart, so he's down pit road. So rough patch of luck there for the 05 machine of Rainwater. We'll see if he can recoup his losses.
Looks like he might have a stop and go penalty. He's sitting in his pit stall. This is not great for Noah Rainwater.
Not at all. As your race leader, still Dylan Morante out front in front of Joseph Mealy. Nothing's really changed up front. We're basically single file up in the front.
Looks like Kerwin Marshall is now going to make his way to pit road as he also has a black flag, and he's already 2 laps down. So this is pretty much going to eliminate Kerwin Marshall from any kind of contention as far as I can tell.
Man, it was a really great night for him, Daryl. That's unfortunate. But Thomas Meeks, the third, I mean, we saw him running up front earlier. Right now finds himself back in 12th position, trying to get around the 88 of Matthew Fleming.
And look who's in P4 on Steve Tucker's bumper. It's the 96 of Christian Taylor. Man, he is flying, Blake.
What has gotten into this guy this season, Daryl? I tell you what, Christian Taylor, I don't know what happened. Last season, he was a joke out here. Now he's running up in the top 5 every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daryl, I just received word on Monday Night Raw. There's a Joe Hendry concert going on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Hendry concert on Monday Night Raw.
Gosh, are you serious?
Absolutely. What a spectacle here. But don't you go anywhere, folks. We got a great event happening here as Kerwin Marshall gets in an EOL. Man, this guy just can't catch a break, Daryl.
No. Not at all. He's still sitting in the pits, 3 laps down, about ready to go 4 laps down. His night's pretty much over.
And Connor Gerard says, I think the 36 has a chance to win, but we'll see. That's a good point, Connor. I definitely agree. Now, Daryl, who you said you were taking Joseph Mealy, right?
Well, it's not really fair because he's sitting in P2, but I was honestly going to pick him before the race started.
We got a long way to go.
Right.
I mean, we're not even halfway done, so.
You're right. Okay, fine.
Still a long way to go.
Joseph Mealy, he's my pick to win it.
All right, so you got Joseph Mealy. I mean, you know, I want to take the guy out front, Morante, but I just feel like this poor guy, Morante, he has just poor luck every week. I don't think he's going to bring home the win. Unfortunately, Daryl, I mean, part of me hopes he doesn't win, but I think he's going to. I'm taking Steve Tucker.
Why don't we both cancel our picks and pick Christian Taylor, both of us? It'll be a joint effort.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's do that instead.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Christian Taylor, both of our picks to win it here right now in the 4th position. He's got to figure something out. 3 cars in front of him, but good run so far for Taylor in that 96 machine.
No, he's Christian Taylor, a good dude. Him and I hung out over the weekend. And
oh, really?
I watched Days of Thunder, and I think that's what gave him the extra horsepower here and the extra drive to win. Yeah, him and I had a good time. Drink some Pepsi, not beer.
I thought you were gonna say Pepto-Bismol.
No, well, that too. And yeah, we had some avocado toast.
All right.
And watched Days of Thunder. It was great. Yeah,
that's crazy. I'll tell you what, we're starting to get a battle for this race lead. Morante still out front, but Mealy starting to reel him in. Race lead down to about half of a second. Now, Daryl, I do have our point standings here heading into tonight. Let's take a quick look. There you have it, the Wise Out Wash point standings. Steve Tucker out front, 17-point lead on Chris Essery. Into third, you got Matthew Fleming, followed by Joseph Mealy and Thomas Meeks. We got an off track for Robert Hassan. Let's see how he's doing.
Yeah, he's very, very slow. Luckily, there's nobody around him. He got it going. But Robert Hassan, yeah, he just self-spins in 3.
Here it is.
And yeah, he's just going to go up and hit the wall. We'll watch it here.
Slide job.
Right here.
Man.
Bam.
It's been a rough night for poor Robert Hassan. You know, we saw him loop it around earlier, but we're still clean and green, though, folks. 47 laps left to go here at Indianapolis.
Blake, do I hear your phone going off? Somebody texting me right now.
Well, yeah, Daryl, my phone has actually been ringing nonstop. I mean, I tried to put it on mute, but it just won't quit ringing. Oh, look who it is. It's Drunken Spider. He is just dying to show off Christian Taylor in the 96 machine. Let's take a look. Juicy Spider drone cam. Here it is, folks. See if we can get a connection there. You have it. Drunken Spider going to fly this thing around. The number 96 machine. Hutchinson Motorsports TV on the car, folks. You got Bubba Myers, custom designs. Juicy Spider. Man, that thing looks good.
Absolutely does. And he's got a mirror full of Joshua Larson right now and Steve Tucker.
Well, no, that's actually Tyler Smith in the 21 there. But, yeah, they're door to door.
Oh, correct. I'm sorry.
Daryl, to me, this kind of tells me that Christian might be holding a couple guys up a little bit.
Quite possibly, but hey, he's still going to go after Steve Tucker in that P3 number 1 machine.
And maybe Steve Tucker's holding everybody up. I think Steve Tucker's holding Christian Taylor up. If I'm Christian Taylor, I just go up there and I move him out of the way.
I agree. He absolutely should.
Take him out. Oh, no! Who was that?
Joshua Larson.
Oh, no.
And Tyler Smith.
Smith toes it. We're still green, though. Let's take a look. Larson with a dive bomb here. Well, no, not a dive bomb. Comes out of the corner. Oh, no. The 21 just gets in the wall. Nothing Larson could have done. That is unfortunate. Man. Boy, Larson was having a pretty good night, and now not anymore. We're still clean and green, though, Daryl. Morante, your race leader. Mealy back about 3/4 of a second, followed by Tucker, Taylor, and now Collins moves up into the 5th position. He gains a couple spots on that incident.
Yeah, Dakota Collins, and he is the hard charger right now. He's up 14 spots. Started P19. He's currently P5 from Kansas City. I wonder if he's from Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas. Blake, what do you think?
Oh, you know, that's a good-looking car. I'm thinking he's from the Missouri side. It's actually the nicer side. Kansas City, Kansas, kind of known as the dumpy side of Kansas City.
Well, that's where the Chiefs are moving here in a few years, Blake.
Well, taxes are probably
Kansas
cheaper
side.
over there. I mean, there's nothing going on in Kansas, Daryl. Of course it's going to be cheaper.
Absolutely. Just like the Bears going to Indiana, right?
Yeah, the Hammond, Indiana Bears.
Right. Or the Gary, Indiana Bears. What do you think of that?
Oh, man, they better not move to Gary or I'm never going to a game.
All right.
But we're still clean and green here. We're almost halfway done finally, Daryl. And you know what, Daryl, are you ever feeling like you're just not hydrated and you need some more energy?
Oh, yeah, I'm actually thirsty right now. What's your idea?
Well, what you need to do is you need to open up your web browser, go to hustlefuelshop.com. If you use code HMS TV, you can get 10% off your order. And if you spend $50, Daryl, you get free shipping.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. HMS TV discount code with Hustle Fuel. Be sure to check them out, folks. I mean, some of the best stuff. I tried that stuff out, and I felt jacked instantly.
Do you mind if I rush there right now?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
To that website? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me type it in real quick. All right, hustlefuelshop.com. Oh, my God. Look at this place.
Yeah, I think there's, 5 or 6 flavors to choose from last I checked, and I don't know which one's my favorite. They're all just so good.
Oh, man, I'm there right now. Look at this.
Well, while Daryl decides which one he wants to do, folks, be sure check them out. Hustle Fuel, an official channel sponsor here. Appreciate their support. And if you're up for it, we hope that you support them as well. But nonetheless, we're still clean and green. Looks like Mealy is reeling in Morante just a little bit. He's gained about 1/10 of a second here in the last lap or two.
Yes, he has. Dylan Morante and Joseph Mealy within about a half second of each other. You got to go all the way back another 2.5 seconds to get to Steve Tucker, Christian Taylor. Then you'd have to go back another 2 seconds. And then you have madness. You have Noah Rainwater, Matthew Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Dakota Collins, Chris Essery, Derek Fye. There's a whole bunch of them right here in a row, running about 6 seconds back, Blake.
Connor Gerard, he wants to confirm, Daryl, accurate keyboard sound effects. Thank you, Connor.
Absolutely. I mean, I rushed that website. As soon as I found out I could use a discount code and get hydrated all at the same time, I had to rush there. I apologize.
Yeah, we really had to turn some favors, though, to get all our viewers that discount code. We were like, hey, we got to hook these guys up with a discount. They were like, all right, I guess we'll do it because, I mean, we're already selling it so cheap, but we'll go ahead and give you that 10% discount. And I said, bet.
Absolutely. I'd be doing the same thing. Well, hey, Blake, guess what? We're at the halfway point of the race.
All right. We're only 5 or 6 cautions in, Daryl. Let's see if we can keep this thing staying clean and green. Now, Daryl, rumor has it, actually not rumor, I actually put it on the car. Dylan Morante, he said, hey, Blake, I know you always kid around about the telemetry stuff, but I really don't want stuff in my car. I can't be sharing secrets. I said, I totally respect your decision, Dylan. Don't worry. Then I took a lap around the garage, Daryl, and then I came back. Nobody was around the car. So I went ahead, and I did the HMS TV telemetry data on Dylan Morante, and there you have it. He's getting pretty low on fuel, Daryl. Rumor has it they can only go about 23 green flag laps on fuel.
Yeah, absolutely. And pit road's going to be interesting. We know Dylan Morante only took gas last caution. We know Joseph Mealy only took gas last caution. We know Steve Tucker took tires. We know Christian Taylor took tires. Do they flip now? Do the 2 leaders take full tires and gas, or 4 tires and gas? And does Steve and Christian take gas only? I wouldn't think so because of this many laps at green. But yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, and you're still going to have to pit a second time. So we got a side-by-side battle for the race lead here. Looks like Morante's going to pull over and let him go. What's going on? Is this some team racing or something? Is this Formula One, Daryl?
Yeah, this might be, but nonetheless, Joseph Mealy, race leader. But he is no longer my pick to win because I still think that 96 machine has something for everybody.
Yeah, but back to the pit strategy, Daryl. I think everybody takes tires because, I mean, you're going to have to pit again. It's not like anybody's going to be good to go the rest of the way. So, and there's really no reason to take no tires. You could do 2 tires and not lose any time. But, again, I just think you take 4 tires here, and then if a caution comes out, then maybe you kind of switch up the strategy or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of forgot how many laps they've actually gone green this stint. They actually went green, it looks like, on lap 28. So they've been out for about 12 laps of green flag. And if they don't take tires and then they go another 20-something, that's a lot of laps. So, yeah, I agree with you now. 4 tires looks like it'll be for everybody when they come down pit road.
Yeah, but we'll just wait and see how this works out. Now, Daryl, let's take a look at the HMS TV lap leaderboard. Dylan Morante, 18 laps led. Tucker with 12. Smith led 6. Essery 4. Marshall 2. And Mealy with his second lap led.
Yeah, we see the people who's led the most laps not leading any laps right now, but hey, it's only the halfway point of the race. Still got plenty of time to go. And, yeah.
Let's go to the back here of the field. Looks like Chad White going down pit road with that slow junk number 28 machine. But here's Chris Melton currently in the 14th position. I'll tell you what, this 52 machine from Moose Knuckle Motorsports, it's slow and it's ugly, Daryl. He's currently 14th.
From Longwood, Florida. And Blake, I'm not even going to ask him anything about Florida. I already do.
Oh, yeah, Longwood. Everybody knows Longwood. But in front of him, we got Justin Malarkey out of Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania. He's currently in the 13th position. He sees a side-by-side battle for 12th in front of him between Lanphier and Keller.
Another person we haven't talked too much about is Derek Fye in that 09 machine. But that's just because he started P11, currently in P10, gained one spot, just kind of run the middle of the pack. But still, he's clean, and I don't see any damage on that car, and just logging laps right now, Blake.
Yeah, good guy, Derek Fye. I mean, you see the sleeping black lab in the picture. I mean, you know that's a good dog just by looking at him, Daryl.
Absolutely. I'm more of a cat person myself.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I got 3 of them.
Hey, Dakota Collins, Zoe, I mean, we mentioned him earlier. He's in the 9th position, and it looks like he's dropping quick. Looks like he's going to get passed by a couple cars here. But still trying to hold on strong in a fringe top 10 position. But we go up. Chris Essery, though, Daryl, we haven't talked to him about him much. He won stage 1, had to go all the way to the back after getting spun out. He is back up to 7th position, Daryl. We know he's quick.
Absolutely. He is quick, but there are 2 other drivers I want to focus on. Earlier, behind Christian Taylor, it was 2 seconds before we got to Matthew Fleming and Thomas Weeks. Look where they're at. They are only a half second behind Christian Taylor and Steve Tucker. So Christian Taylor now has a mirror full of Matthew Fleming and Thomas Meeks. And
Yeah.
I would suspect that they're going to go for some passes here very quickly.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Christian Taylor can't help it. He's got a rolling chicane in front of him. Who is in that red car? That's Steve Tucker. He's going to go down pit road and get that junk 1 machine out of the way.
Yeah, he saw how fast they were coming up behind him, and Steve just thought, you know what, I'm going to short pit this. I'm going to go and get tires now. So Steve Tucker is the first driver down pit road.
Yes, it's going to be interesting to see. You know, that kind of is going to start our pit cycle under green flag here. Does Mealy see that in his rearview mirror, and now is he going to go down pit road? But, Daryl, I'm looking at lap fall off, and our race leaders, they've only lost about half a second around this big track here of Indianapolis.
Absolutely. Looks like Derek Fye in the 09 is going to pit. And Steve Tucker's only been in his box for 6 seconds. And Joseph Mealy is coming around 4. Does Steve get lapped here if Mealy doesn't pit? Nope, Mealy's going to pit, Blake.
Good call there. Mealy heads down pit road. So Morante, he's going to go for the long run here. And I think he is going to lap Steve Tucker, it looks like. We'll just have to wait and see, though. It's going to be close. Maybe not. Not quite. But if you remember right, Steve Tucker, though, was running 3rd. Almost gets lapped. So, I mean, if you're running like 6th or 7th or back, you're probably going to get lapped on the pit stop briefly.
Absolutely. But nope, it looks like you can. As long as you're close enough, there we see Christian Taylor pitting for service. We got Derek Fye and Joseph Mealy on pit road right now.
Yeah, so Morante, let's see what he elects to do. You don't want to stay out there too long. I mean, yeah, there's only a half a second of fall off, but still, I mean, it's so hard to pass here, losing a half a second. Pretty big deal here at Indy, but Morante, he's going to stay out there anyways.
Yes, he is. And how long does he stay out for? Because, man, let's look at some lap times here very shortly. We're going to let this cycle through another lap, and I want to see the lap time difference between Dylan Morante and Steve Tucker. Dylan Morante just did a 52.5. And Yeah, we'll have to wait for him
we'll have to wait a bit. But, I'm looking at Morante's lap times. He's about 0.8 of a second slower than his best time. So you're seeing about that's the fall off there. So you can kind of expect Tucker's going to gain 3/4 of a second or so. But one thing to remember, though, Daryl, Morante last pit on lap number 21, while Fleming, Meeks, and Essery all pit on lap 25. So they're going to have a few more extra laps of fuel. And here comes Morante down pit road.
Absolutely. Morante down pit road, and yeah,
Steve
look out! Pulled a... Oh.
Wow. Not sure. So that's kind of bad news for Matthew Fleming now, Daryl. What that means is all those guys on the lead lap are now going to cycle in front of him after he and Malarkey pit. So let's see what brings out this yellow. We kind of saw it. I believe the 2 there of Keller entering pit road, kind of goes in too hot, swerves back up the track, and he junks it. Well, here it is.
Oh, ouch. Man, I tell you what, there's one very unhappy driver right now. You want to take a guess on who that is?
Who's that?
Michael Lamphere. He is extremely unhappy. He says he was right when he was about ready to go into the pits.
It's a black.
The wreck happens, and I don't show him with the black flag, but he says right before he entered pit road, the caution came out, and that closed the pits. So it looks like I don't
Must
see
have
a
been
black
cleared.
flag,
They were
though.
probably cleared, I'm guessing, Daryl. But
yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, I think Malarkey and Fleming were the only 2 left out on the lead lap that hadn't pit. And they're going to have to cycle the back now after they pit. So that is totally unfortunate for Matthew Fleming. He had a lot of speed, and this caution just flat out screws him.
It absolutely does, but
Malarkey going to... Oh, here comes Malarkey. I would say that would make no sense. So here comes Malarkey and Fleming. Everybody else has pit already, Daryl. And now Dylan Morante going to cycle back into the race lead, I believe. Well, Thomas Meeks just going to pass him under yellow. Not sure what's going on, but we'll just wait and see, though, how these guys are scored. Yeah, I didn't think Meeks. I have no clue what he's thinking.
yeah, it looks like it is going to be...
I now see a black flag for the American Badass. Yeah, Lamphere down pit road. I think he gets another black. Oh, and he gets cleared, Daryl, I think. He's just going to drive down every pit stall, too. So,
Well, they have to clear his black flag. I mean, or else you know the consequences if they don't. They don't have a choice, Blake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the American Badass, Michael Lamphere, I don't think he was asking Daryl. He was telling them he needs a black clear.
Yeah.
Well, this kind of shakes up everything, at least for a couple of cars. Morante going to take over the top spot, followed by Meeks, James, Mealy, and Tucker. Christian Taylor with a terrible pit stop falls back to 7th. But let's take a quick break. Thanks some sponsors. We'll be right back, folks. Are you sick and tired of the endless scrolling on boring websites who just simply don't understand who you are? We've all been there. Well, look no more, because the world's #1 streaming service is now online. HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Are you sick and tired of the endless scrolling on boring websites who just simply don't understand who you are? We've all been there. Well, look no more, because the world's #1 streaming service is. We are back here at Indy. Field is set, Daryl. Green flag in the air. Morante, your race leader. Not a good jump from the 55 of Meeks on the outside. Heading into turn one, Morante is out front with a great jump. Second position, Michael James holds on out of nowhere up to second. Daryl, this pit stop changes everything, or at least a caution, because we were in the middle of green flag stops, actually near the end of it, and then it comes out, and that cycles some guys to the back, and we got a couple of newcomers to the front. Michael James, one of them.
Oh, Joseph Mealy gets tight. Almost clipped Steve Tucker. Man,
Oh,
that was a close call.
Wish he would have got him, Daryl.
Yeah, we see Michael James just really slow right now. Steve Tucker's going to pass him and go to P3. But we got Christian Taylor in P6. He's still doing fantastic, Blake.
Absolutely. Taylor needs to keep it up, doing a great job, but we got a side-by-side battle for the third position. Steve Tucker looks like he's going to take it away from James pretty easily.
Yep, Joseph Mealy is going to capitalize on Michael James being slow. He's not going to clear him, but Michael James is going to be okay for now because he's got the drafting help of Steve in front of him and Christian behind him.
And Mealy goes up, gives him a little bit of door action, trying to slow down that run. And wow, what a pass there. James holds on to the spot from the high line.
Here comes Mealy again. I think Mealy is going to get him right here, Blake. He's going to dive it down, clear him. Joseph Mealy up to P4.
Hopping on board, Joseph Mealy into fourth, fifth position. Michael James, Christian Taylor right behind them in sixth. Oh, Daryl, here comes Matthew Fleming. We know he had to cycle to the back on the pit stop here under yellow. Well, now he's about to take back the seventh position. Keep an eye on this 88, Matthew Fleming.
Yeah, absolutely. He is hauling right now, working his way back to the front. It will not be long before we see him head to the front.
Now, one car to watch. I mean, even though we don't want him to do it, Steve Tucker is on the move right now. He might be the quickest car on the track for the time being.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got some slow cars. Chris Essery and Dakota Collins.
Take a look here, Daryl. See what happened. Caution is out. Here they go. It's like a three-car battle. The 11 of Collins gets in. Oh, man. Oh. There you have it. See this one more time here from Chris Essery's point of view. On the bottom, Essery just kind of comes up into him there, unfortunately. And he gets doored down the bottom. Clips the wall there. Shouldn't have too much damage, but it's obviously not going to help.
No, I wouldn't think that'd be too much damage, or if anything, maybe about 20 seconds of
Now,
damage,
Daryl,
but he should be just fine.
And we got 23 or so laps left. That means if you pit here, you're good to go the rest of the way on fuel. So I'm going to guess you're going to see quite a few guys head down pit road. I'm not sure if Morante is good on fuel or not. He's going to be close. If I'm him, I'd probably want to top off here.
Well, this is a gamble. So if you pit here, you're good on gas. You could bank that there's going to be more cautions and maybe stretch it and make it. I don't know, though. There's still 24 to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to find out. You know, it's tough to want to give up that race lead, though, if you're dealing Morante. We know you can go about 23 green flag laps under on a tank of fuel, but not sure if you can make it. And let's see here if we got some fake action going on, or are they actually all going to head down pit road? Oh, my. Steve Tucker trying to junk Meeks down a pit road. You see him hit him?
Yeah, I did. He's
dirty.
He thinks he's the 13 car, but he's not. That's for sure.
Looks like Malarkey, he's going to gamble. I kind of like the call from Malarkey. I mean, it's not been a great night for him. He elects to stay out. He last pit just 6 laps ago, so not sure he's got enough in the tank. He might be counting on some cautions.
Yep. If I'm Malarkey, I'm clutching it right now. Clutch under caution. Save as much gas as possible.
Steve Tucker going to have the advantage with that last pit stall there. So let's see if he can. Oh, wow. Tucker's going to take right sides at least, it looks like. Maybe 4.
He's taking 4 tires.
I don't know
Man.
about that call. I think that's a bad call for Steve Tucker.
Yeah, he's going to fall all the way back. Oh,
Sorry about that.
God, that was loud.
Wrong button there, folks. The American Eagle screech. But, yeah, like we were saying, Steve Tucker, I think that's a terrible decision. I mean, sure, he's got some speed. There's plenty of time left. Only falls back to 8th, but I don't know. Let's pull up your pit stops strategies here, Daryl. Take a look. So you see Malarkey. He pit 5 laps ago, fuel only, but there, look at the rest of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Dirty air is a major issue here. And being back in P8, I don't know.
Right now, I mean, it's obviously a long way to go. A lot can happen. I mean, I kind of like Dylan Morante's chance here. I mean, not to be mean, but Malarkey, I mean, this is his first time we've seen him for a reason. He's not quick enough to win this race up front, in my opinion. But I'm really liking Morante's chances. You see Meeks up there, but he usually finds a way to screw these races up when he's up front, Daryl.
Meeks, you said?
Yes,
Or Morante?
yes, Thomas Meeks.
Well, yeah, I mean, but we'll see what happens. He won a few weeks ago, so he knows how to get his car to victory lane. So we'll see what happens, but this is definitely going to be interesting. I just don't know if the 4 tires is going to be that much of an advantage of getting to the front. I mean, P8 sounds pretty good, but the farther you are back, the more you have to check up, and, the leaders just pull away. So,
yeah. Well, Daryl, just wanted to let Connor Gerard know. Rey Mysterio had a match with El Grande Americano. Rey Mysterio wins, and right now, Obafemi is walking out on Monday Night Raw.
wow. The guy who ended Brock Lesnar's career, allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. Just fact, Daryl.
Well, SummerSlam is in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, that's a good
And
one.
WWE is refusing to use the word retired as of right now for Brock Lesnar. So I would assume that he would come back for one more match.
Yeah, well, that's probably a good thought there, Daryl. You might be right on that, but nonetheless, we're here on lap 58. We're gonna have 22 laps left to go once we drop the hammer, go green. Your front row is gonna be Malarkey on the outside. He's gonna take, and then Morante on the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin Malarkey, Dylan Morante, Thomas Meeks, Joseph Mila. Man, we got a lot of M's.
Yeah,
Like
top
up
4.
front.
Yeah, top 2 rows there filled with M's here. So it'd be
And then
interesting how this
first
plays.
names Matthew, Michael. Yeah. Of course, Christian Taylor has to ruin it by not
Yeah,
having
just
an
by
M,
existing,
so-
right?
Yeah, exactly. Christian Taylor, Jesus.
He's going to be side by side with Steve Tucker there in row number 4. But we're going to rack them up here, Daryl. Pace Truck's going to head in. It's going to be Malarkey out of Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania on the outside. Morante on the inside. Pace Truck is in here on caution number 7. Field is set, rolling towards that juicy spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
Also, don't forget who's behind Steve Tucker, that 13 machine. There's some history there. But nonetheless, Justin Malarkey got to cut down and lead this thing. Thomas Meeks is not going to waste any time. We got Christian Taylor off the track. He's going to save it.
Man. Well, we're still clean and green, but Christian Taylor's going to drop all the way back to the last car on the lead lap, 17th position. Well, Daryl, we really hoped he would have a good finish. Not good.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Steve Tucker side by side with Matthew Fleming. He's going to clear him very easily, Blake, and he's already found himself up to the P5 position.
Yeah, I mean, Tucker took the 4 fresh tires, and you can certainly tell he is on the move out of Boston, Massachusetts. He's gained 3 positions since the restart.
Absolutely, but still got Justin Malarkey, Dylan Morante, Thomas Meeks. Dylan Morante, oh, he tries to make a move. It's going to hurt him, Blake. He's going to go all the way up the racetrack. Thomas Meeks is going to capitalize on this, or try to anyway. They're side by side for second.
Door-to-door battle for the second position here. Thomas Meeks trying to take advantage. Can Morante hold him off up high for second? Daryl Obafemi with a win with a big squash match. He faced some guy I never heard of. Will he beat him in about, I don't know, 30 seconds?
Jeez.
Connor Gerard must be pumped up. We know he loves Obafemi.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, they are still side by side for the P2 position. I'm surprised Joseph Mealy and Steve Tucker haven't caught up to these two yet. Oh, Matthew Fleming. Oh, I thought something happened, and he really
Slide
fell off
job.
there, but yeah, Thomas Meeks is going to complete the pass.
He says, all right, loser, you're not going to let me by. I'm going to force my way by. Thomas Meeks takes over that second spot in the San Antonio.
Absolutely, and Justin Malarkey is going to do everything he can to try to break that trap.
And one thing to remember, I mean, Malarkey, there's no way he's good on fuel, in my opinion. He last pit on lap 51, had a caution in between there, but I just don't see him making it to the end.
Definitely, if this stays green, he's definitely not going to make it. This race has been caution filled, so if we do get let's say 3 more cautions, that's like 12 laps of caution where you can really save gas. Then he would be able to be in a position to make it. But I'm looking at this field; they're all single file, Blake.
Yeah, not a good look there. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. I mean, my guess is he definitely needs at least 1 more, probably 2 more. But meanwhile, he's trying to hold off Thomas Meeks the third. He's right on that back bumper, looking to make the pass for the race lead.
Yeah, he accidentally bumped the back of Justin Malarkey, or else he would have had a much better run and would have passed him by now. Speaking of passing, Steve Tucker is trying to get past Joseph Mealy. Not quite going to do it. Thomas Meeks gets really, really tight. He's going to lose the spot. Dylan Morante back to P2.
Well, this is exactly what Malarkey wants to see. These guys racing each other. Maybe he can spread out that gap just a little bit. But meanwhile, Morante going to hold on to that second spot as Tucker's still trying to work around Mealy for fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. But Thomas Meeks is going to cut his air off, and Mealy's going to get around him quite easily and keep that P4 position.
Great job there done by Joseph Mealy in that 39 machine. Holds off Steve Tucker on his 4 fresh tires. He holds off Tucker as he's back to fifth.
Yep, still in P5. He started P8 on this restart and went up to P5 in just about 1 lap, and now he's kind of staled out these last 3 or 4 laps. Still in P5.
Daryl, don't look now. Look who is up into the top 10 again.
Blake, tell me.
It is Michael Landfair, the American badass out of Colorado Springs. He is on the move, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely he is. And we just watched Steve take Mealy to the outside. Mealy went down because they were breaking the draft up there, and Steve said, nope, I'm going to go to your outside, and he easily passes. Oh, the caution's out.
Robert Hassong wrecks for the 3rd time tonight, I think. Let's see what happened here.
Christian Taylor about wrecked trying to avoid him.
I think that looks kind of suspicious there, Daryl. What do you think?
They're talking about it on the radio right now. Kerwin Marshall is. Yeah. Let's take a look at it again.
I mean, it looks like the 8 goes pretty deep into that corner. The goal to maybe wreck them. I don't know, though, folks. You be the judge at home. Let us know what you think you saw there. The 4 gets into the wall, comes down a touch. Looks like the 8's kind of running them up there a little bit, but Nonetheless, Daryl, caution number 8 on the night, I believe, is out. Now, let's see what Malarkey wants. My guess is, I mean, if you're Justin Malarkey, you've already made your bed. You may as well just stay out there. You know, hope for one more caution. Maybe you'll be good on fuel. Now, he's staying in fifth gear here, Daryl. He's definitely trying to save fuel.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be in fifth gear, and you're supposed to clutch it, and that's exactly what Malarkey is doing. You know, he's already made his bed. Now he's got to lay in it. I mean, for better or for worse, you have to clutch here. There's no way around it. It's too. You can't just now say, "Oh, I need to pit for gas." Nope. You're going for checkers or to the back at this point.
Yeah, you see him holding that clutch. You see how he goes exactly down to 2,000 RPM. He's either killing the engine or holding the clutch, one of the two, but definitely doing all he can. He needs to save every ounce of fuel he can do.
He's not killing the engine. Yeah, he's not killing the engine. He's just he's definitely just holding the clutch in. But yeah.
Now we got some chatter on the radio, Daryl. Do you hear what's going on?
I absolutely do. Kerwin Marshall is still assigning blame to the 8 machine, saying that it was all his fault.
Well, you know, I'm not sure if you know how Flim Dogs does their incident reviews, but you can claim a caution and then it not go against you afterwards. But it doesn't seem like Hassan is going to want to claim this one. Oh, wow.
No.
Everybody down pit road, Daryl. That's kind of surprising. Couple going to stay out, though. Yeah. We got Chad White, whose race was ruined earlier. Now he's going to try something different. Michael James out there as well. Christian Taylor,
yeah,
too.
Absolutely. I mean, it's only about, they only win about 8 laps of green flag racing, or 7 laps of green flag racing, so not bad.
Tucker is just burning through tires here, Daryl. I mean, he's getting 4 tires every time he goes through, it looks like. Oh, he's going 2 this time.
Yep.
Looks like Meek's going to win off pit road. Everybody going with 2 tires, I think, Daryl.
Yep, absolutely. Meeks, Tucker, Fleming, Essery, Phi, and then starts at P9, Del Morante for your 4 tires.
And Malarkey going to drop back, you know, and he had to stay on pit road a little longer. He was almost out of fuel, so he had more in his tank to fill up. So he's going to drop all the way back to 10th. So his race kind of ruined, in my opinion, but hey, still a long way to go here. Let's see if this works out, though, for Michael James and Chad White and Christian Taylor.
Speaking of Christian Taylor, P3, you think we can steal him for a second under caution?
Well, we can. Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'd like to wish him good luck and let him know that we both picked him, if you don't mind.
Sure. Let's get him in here.
Christian, Daryl and Blake, you got a copy.
I got you, Daryl and Blake. How y'all doing?
Well, doing well. I see you're in P3, and I just want to let you know we both picked you to win this race. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's an honor. It really is. But I feel like y'all might have wasted your picks. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect the entire field to go in there. But we'll see what happens.
Well, I was telling the thousands or tens of thousands of viewers. I apologize, boss. The millions of viewers that you and I hung out over the weekend, and we watched Days of Thunder together, and that's why you're doing so well. And
yeah.
Anyway, we're rooting for you, and don't let us down.
I'm going to do the best I can. There's a lot of hungry tires behind me. So we're going to see
what
we can do here.
You know, Christian, I mean, you lost it there on the restart. You think those tires are good?
That's in the back of my mind. I'd be lying if I told you I think they're going to be great. All I know is it's hard to pass here if you maintain the line. So as long as I can stick to my line, I'm going to lose a few spots. I'm not going to say I won't, but we're going to see what we can do.
All right. Well, hey, we wish you the best of luck, Christian.
Thank y'all.
Good luck to you.
Have a good one.
Don't forget to check up that one car on the restart. Thank you. All right, that was Christian Taylor.
Now, Daryl, they're still chatting over the radio. Kerwin Marshall's like, you going to claim that or not? I don't think Robert Hassan's going to claim it. Kerwin in the chat saying, shout out to the 8, didn't even claim it. So Kerwin Marshall, you know, he might be a couple laps down, 3 laps down, but he's out here racing with his heart, Daryl. And I love it.
Yeah, racing with his heart. And yeah, as much as I would love to say that it was just, that you can assign blame, I mean, I don't know. It definitely wasn't anything intentional. It definitely seemed like a racing incident, but I mean, the moment that Kerwin came down, he was not clear. And maybe that was because Robert Hassan, maybe that's because Kerwin checked up, first in the corner. Who knows? But nothing intentional.
All I know is Hassan, I mean, he's still down pit road. If I'm Robert Hassan, I'm just going to claim the incident so I can't get a future penalty anyway. So, I mean, it's not going to hurt you. But nonetheless, field is lined up, ready to roll. Your top three stayed out. They're on old tires. Pace truck is in, throwing a slide job down pit road. It's going to be James on the inside, White on the outside for the 8th time into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air at Indy.
Michael James, as expected, gets out to an early lead. Chad White right behind him. And Thomas Meeks is going to clear Christian Taylor. That is your top three. We have a battle for the lead, Blake.
Side by side, Chad White trying to take the top spot. Looks like he's got a run. Can he make the bottom line work?
Absolutely not. He's going to fall back into his P3 position.
Keep an eye on Meeks, though, Daryl. He went down pit road, got those 2 fresh tires, I believe, and you can certainly tell.
Absolutely. We have Dylan Morante, who's battling Steve Tucker now. He wants that spot, and Matthew Fleming is going to go around Christian Taylor. Oh, Steve almost goes up and hits the wall. This is a great battle. Steve Tucker, Dylan Morante down the front stretch.
Yeah, Daryl, I think these guys are going to wreck again. I mean, we got some hard racing through the whole field here. Still clean and green for now. Taylor into the 5th position, trying to hold off Steve Tucker. Tucker's trying to move him out of the way.
Yeah, Christian Taylor, I think, just got really, really tight. They're 3 wide, Blake. Does he save it?
What a save.
Wow.
4 wide down the straightaway, Daryl. These guys racing hard.
Let's go 5 wide, Blake. 5 wide, come on.
My goodness, what is going on? This is Indianapolis, not Talladega.
Joseph Mealy is going to be the beneficiary of that madness. Oh, wow, that was intense.
Absolutely. I mean, Christian Taylor out there on the older tires probably had some flat spots on his tires as well, so Taylor continues to fall back in the field. I think those tires might have been a little worse than Christian was hoping.
Yeah, I do agree. But nonetheless, we have Thomas Meeks with a half-second lead over Michael James right now. He is flying up there, Blake.
I mean, this is Meeks' race to win. I mean, Michael James out there on the older tires. Fleming hard to the wall he goes. Boy, I was about to say Fleming is Meeks' most competition up front because he's got fresh tires as well. Well, now it doesn't matter because that car's probably junking. Daryl, they're going 4 wide again. Look out.
That is crazy back here.
3 wide still down the straightaway. Man,
Yeah.
I can't believe they haven't wrecked yet. I think it's coming, though, Daryl.
Man, no wrecks for 2 4-wide actions. Is this wow, is this Star Stripes, Blake? This is incredible.
Seems that way. The American badass Michael Lanphier, he may be getting sick of watching all this hard, clean racing, and he might want to, lay the old chrome horn. He's going to go to the outside.
Absolutely. There he goes around Derek 5 to the outside. He's going to not quite get there, but he's going to have to draft in the advantage on the backstretch here.
Yeah, well, let's
another
jump
battle.
out front. Thomas Meeks again. Michael James holds on to the 2nd position for now. Just 10 laps left to go. Daryl, if this thing stays green, I mean, this one's basically in the bag for Thomas Meeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Thomas Meeks is in the... Oh, we got a really slow car. Kerwin Marshall. Watch out, Blake. He's slow.
What's this guy doing? Is he waiting for Robert Hassan? I don't know. This guy is in the way. Kerwin Marshall just flying around the top of the track. He might have wrecked or something. I don't know.
Look at all the smoke coming out of the back of his car. Absolute junk.
Wow, I didn't have any notifications.
Here we go.
Look out. Here, we're going to stay tuned right here, see what happens. Kerwin Marshall trying to get to pit road, or he's trying to finish the race. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Kerwin Marshall at this point is 4 laps down. I mean, I don't care if he's listening or not. Just get off this track, man. Like, just go. Like, you know?
Well, yeah, been a rough night for him for sure. But, hey, he's trying to finish out the race. So, nonetheless, we see Dakota Collins ripping around the 16th position. Josh Larson in 17th behind him. Been a rough night for Larson in the 51. He has some speed, but he's had some incidents as well. Look at these guys throwing slide jobs, giving each other bumpers. These guys racing like it's for the win, but Daryl, it's for like 13.
Yeah, absolutely. And wow, Kerwin Marshall did not pit, so eventually the leaders will be coming back around to him. This is very entertaining.
Looks like Tucker getting frustrated with Neely here. They're side by side in a battle for 6. He is on the quarter panel here going in the corner. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely, side by side here. If Tucker can't win this race, he at least wants to be P3 so he can come in the booth and talk our ears off, you know. But that's what he's really hoping for, and I don't know. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Caution!
Oh, Michael Lamphere.
Oh no, the American Badass, Michael Lamphere and Cody Keller involved. Now, Daryl, those guys were racing so hard. I'm not shocked. Let's take a look. Oh, Rainwater just doors the 2. Hard on the wall he goes. Lamphere comes all the way down the track to avoid him. Nope.
Yeah. If I'm Cody Keller, I'm calling a lawyer right now.
Oh, Rainwater just flat out junks the 2 of Keller. And then Keller clips, of all guys, the toughest guy on the track, the American Badass, Michael Lamphere.
Yeah. Ooh.
That changes everything, Daryl. I mean, Meeks had this race won. It was in the bag. It was over. He was already thinking about which way victory lane was and how he was going to celebrate. Well, now everything changes. We're going to rack them up. And first things first, we got to see who's going down pit road and who's not.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. There's going to be about 4 laps to go or 3 laps to go at the restart. I don't think anybody's going down pit road, Blake. It's not going to happen.
I'd say some guys in the back, maybe. You may as well take some tires if you're in the back. But I think you kind of got what you got here. And if you remember, Meeks took 2 tires on that last stop, but both James and White stayed out there. So Meeks is really got no competition in the top 3. 4th position, Dylan Morante, he also pit on lap 65 with Meeks. But if you remember, though, Morante took 4 tires on that last stop. So let's see if that plays a role here.
Yeah, good possibility, but these leaders, anybody that's in contention to win this race, I don't think they're going to come down pit road. There's no chance you come down at this point.
Yeah, definitely not up front, but we just know Morante might have a little more speed with those 4 fresh tires he got just about 10 laps ago or so. But, folks, we may as well take one more break here. Appreciate you watching. Be sure to click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for. We're going to take a quick break and be right back for the finish. It's going to be about 3 or 4 laps left to go once we go green. We are back here at Indianapolis, and Daryl, we're going to have about a 3-lap shootout to the finish. Thomas Meeks holds on to the race lead here on his outside. Going to be the 9, Michael James.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch with just a few laps to go in this race.
It's going to be interesting. Again, remember, James and White have older tires than your race leader of Thomas Meeks. Meeks took 2 tires on lap 65. But in the 4th position, we got Dylan Morante, who on lap 65 took 4 fresh tires. So if Morante can clear that 9 and the 28, he might have something to say about the ending of this race.
Yeah, he might, but I think Thomas Meeks is just way too quick. I think it's going to be very, very difficult to pass him at the end of this race.
Now, Daryl, on Monday Night Raw, the tribal chief is now walking towards the ring. And Connor Girardi, he's standing up. He has the 1 finger up to the sky.
Does he now? Okay.
Yes, sir. We got Gina Larson in the chat. She's still pulling for the 51 of Josh Larson. Oh, man, what a rough night. I mean, this 51 car, it's junk.
Yes, it is. And unfortunately, Cody Kellers looks like he has a black flag sitting back in P15. He's going to have to serve that. Christian Taylor's moved his way back up to P8. Blake.
Yeah, well, let's see. Taylor, now, did Taylor pit on that last stop? No, he didn't. I'm not sure why. I think that's a terrible call by Christian Taylor. He probably should have pit. But, hey, nonetheless, Daryl, field is set. We're ready to roll. Pace truck is in. 3 laps left to go in the Wise Owl Wash 200. On your feet, off your seats, to the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
As expected, Thomas Meeks gets out to an early start. He's going to cut down and very easily keep that P1 position. Followed by Michael James and Chad White. They're going into 2.
Dylan Morante trying to make quick work. He needs to get around White and James both. He's got the fresh tires to do it. He has to find. They're junking it. Caution's out. Noah Rainwater involved in another incident. Chris Melton involved as well. Let's take a look. Here it is. The 11 comes up the track and just dumps him. Oh, my goodness, the 11's dead.
Oh. Yeah, that was a...
Get the tarps, Daryl.
That was a hard lick by that car.
Yep, get the tarps. He's dead.
Absolutely. Dakota Collins is going to take blame for that one.
Yeah, well, you just got tight in the corner. I mean, you're side by side. The air's just going to sometimes do that. So, nonetheless, we're going to rack them up here. Daryl, going to be our first green-white checkered. Nothing really changed up front. Your top 4 is the same. $33 watching here. You're watching the Wise Owl Wash Cup series right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Check out HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com, world's best website. And if you don't believe me, take a look at this ad real quick. Be right back. Are you sick and tired of the endless scrolling on boring websites who just simply don't understand who you are? We've all been there. Well, look no more, because the world's #1 streaming service is now online. HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com. We'll see you there. And we're back here at Indy. Daryl, things are about to get spicy here. Going to be an overtime finish. Now, do you know how many green-white checkers we get in this league? I never can remember.
There are 3 attempts of a green-white checker, and this will be the first attempt. And, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And we got some Josh Larson fans in the chat. Daryl, looks like K, Casey Robbins, and some others pulling for this 51 machine, thinking he's going to pull out a top 10, and he might do it, Daryl, up to 11th in that beat-up number 51 machine.
Yeah, very well could lock in a top 10. That'd be good for him. And Blake, a little side note, and for the viewers, do you know where we're going next week? Because I do.
I just looked earlier. I'm trying to remember. No, I just can't remember. Where are we going, Daryl?
We're going to Bristol Motor Speedway.
Oh, man.
Talk about Tempers flaring at Bristol. That is going to be a blast next week. So for all you viewers out there, next Monday night. Oh, look at this car.
Oh, we got the GC Spider drone cam out here, Daryl. Now, this 51 machine, he's got most of it fixed up, but you see that front end looking pretty beat up, mostly cosmetic, but you see some left front damage I'm seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of left front damage, but I don't know. It may not be enough to affect him too much.
Yeah, the problem is they spray painted that car, I think. You know, that spray paint is coming right up.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, next week at Bristol, Connor Gerard just says he's hyped. Even hearing the word Bristol, he's hyped.
Oh, yeah, he's pumped up. I bet he's already ready to see that one, Daryl.
Absolutely. And before we get to the end of this race, might as well go ahead and shout out that tomorrow night will be the Stars and Stripes Racing League on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And Blake, they're going to Michigan. Yeah, Michigan for the Binford Motor City 200.
Oh, boy.
So don't forget to tune in to Hutchinson Motorsports tomorrow night for that.
Now, Daryl, we're getting requests in the chat. They want to see this hot rod number 4 machine, Kerwin Marshall. Well, we don't want to let the fans down, so take a look on your screen. The GZ Tracker Boats number 4 machine, Kerwin Marshall. This guy's been in about 14 wrecks, Daryl. This thing looks like hell.
Yeah.
I can fit the drone
absolutely.
underneath this thing.
Yeah. Oof.
Looks like the field's
That
going to
is-
get bunched up, though, Daryl. We're going to have an overtime finish here at Indy.
We absolutely are going to have our first attempt at a green-white checker. Thomas Meeks, Michael James, Chad White, Dylan Morante. It's your top 4 with Matthew Fleming rounding off the top 5.
Well, I tell you what, if Morante could have just got a better start and found a way around those 2 cars in front of him, I really think he would have had a shot. But from 4th, I just don't see him getting anything done. So as long as Meeks gets a good jump and doesn't get junked, I think he's still got this race. But still a lot can happen, though, in these final few laps. And again, we get 3 green-white checkers. This may not be the last chance.
Nope. All it takes is one little wreck to throw out a caution, and we'll rack them up, stack them up, and do it again. But we'll see if that happens.
Absolutely. So this is our 10th caution of the night. Going to be dropping the hammer, going green again. Let's see if we can get to the finish. Remember, all we got to do, get to the white flag, and we're going to see a finish. There will be no yellows after we hit the white.
Tucker in that P8 position. We know that he pit under this caution and took 4 tires.
He's got about 10 lap pressure
Excuse me.
tires in everybody. So
Excuse me, he pit last caution.
yeah, so again, 10 lap fresher tires. I mean, he's going to have speed, but I mean, he's not a threat to win this race, but he could, you know, sneak into the top 5 for sure. We're going to see how this plays out. It's going to be Meeks on the inside, James on the outside as they roll out of turns 3 and 4. Pace truck going to head in. Daryl, you're going to take a screen.
I absolutely will. The pace truck is pulling off the track right now. The fans are standing on their seats, Blake, for this first attempt at a green-white checker in the Juicy Starter restart zone. The green flag is out. And
Clean,
of course, Thomas
clean,
Meeks gets a
clean
great
start out front. Meeks going to hold on to the top spot. James keeps into the second position, but here comes the 36. Morante has fresh tires. Up the track he goes.
And it's a hornet's nest right now for that P4 position.
Hard racing through the field. Remember, Morante got 4 tires when Meeks took 2. So can Morante reel him in as the rest of the field battling from the 3rd position on back?
Joseph Mealy gets super tight, has to back all the way out of it, and Steve hits him
Oh, man,
That's
look
going
out.
to really check both of them up.
They're going to junk it.
Oh, and the caution is out.
When people were crying on the radio, why would you come back up? Well, when somebody gets shipped into the grass, I mean, there's really no place to go other than back up. But, Daryl, we're going to rack them up, and we're going to have a heck of a finish. Now, let's take a look at what brings out this caution. Here it is.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, if you're the 9 of James, once you're in the grass there, Daryl, I mean, you're coming back up the track. I mean, you can't just keep it down in the grass.
yeah, especially in a green-white checker situation. Even if you could, you don't want to, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's just carrying so much speed there. I mean, he doesn't want to come up the track and junk them, but just really no option there. I mean, obviously the car isn't really exactly controllable, and we got a handful of cars involved, including the GOAT, Christian Taylor.
Absolutely, Christian Taylor involved.
Look at Josh Larson, though, up to 7th here, Daryl.
Yeah, that's great for Josh Larson.
Now, Daryl, I think Morante, I mean, he's got a really good shot at this race now. Now he gets to restart on that front row with Meeks. Again, has 4 fresh tires back on lap number 65 when Meeks took 2. So, going to have an advantage there for sure.
Absolutely. I was just thinking that this race is not over. I mean,
Not at all.
you know, you got Steve there with the fresh tires in P5. I still think he would need another caution in order to do something to win this race. It's going to be tough.
And Connor Gerard letting the chat know green-white checker attempt number 2. Appreciate Connor keeping score. And we got some guys heading down pit road. Looks like 7th or 8th on back. Going to take a trip down pit road, get some fresh tires.
And Josh Larson is one of them. Actually, even though he restarted in 11th and up to P7, Josh Larson comes down pit road for service.
I don't hate this decision. I think you got some spots to be gained. I mean, it's not a race-winning decision, obviously, but you may get yourself up to, 6th or 7th.
Yeah, it's worth a try at this point. So you might as well get the fresh tires and go for it, especially if there's going to be a third attempt. You never know.
Daryl, I think if the 36 of Morante can get a good start here, side by side with your race leader of Meeks, I think he's got to be the favorite here with the slightly better tires.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do we want to talk to him? Do we want to ask him, or do you think that's
sure.
too much
Why
pressure?
not? We
Let's
got some time.
let's bring in Dylan Morante.
Get him in here.
Hey, Dylan, Daryl and Blake, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, Dylan, you're sitting in P2. We're second attempt at a green-white checker. Well, what's your plan to get around this 55 machine?
I don't know. Just drive faster than him.
Wow.
That's kind of just the hope. Just hopefully it sticks whatever move I decide to make.
Now, speaking of whatever move you decide to make, is one of the options just absolutely just punting him right in the wall?
No, I gotta be nice to him. Unfortunately,
Oh,
I
okay.
can't wreck him.
What do you
So,
think, Blake?
I mean, it is Thomas Meeks, Dylan. I think you could get away with wrecking him.
I might get a scolding after that. So
Yeah, well, hey,
We'll
Dylan,
see.
we do know you have slightly better tires. I believe you took 4 tires on that last pit stop about 20 laps ago when Meeks took 2. So we'll see if that works out here. I mean, we know it's not exactly the easiest to pass up front, but it all comes down to getting a good restart here.
yeah, pretty much. Just gotta make sure I don't get jumped on the restart and at least hold P2 if I can't get P1.
Absolutely. Well, Daryl, you got anything else for this number 36 machine of Dylan Morante?
Nothing else, Dylan. Good luck to you, sir. And if everything goes your way, we'll be talking to you here in the next few minutes.
I sure hope so.
All right. Good luck. Well, that's Dylan Morante. Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Daryl, while we're about to drop the hammer and go green, maybe get to the finish, Jacob Fatu just beat up Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. This is crazy.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Connor, you're going to see the replay of this. I know Connor mentioned he doesn't watch Monday Night Raw, doesn't have Netflix, but you got to see this. This is just absolute intense madness. But
you
Daryl,
know?
who's your pick, Daryl? So right now, if you can, from scratch, take a pick to win, who are you taking?
I think Thomas Meeks is going to win the race. I don't think anybody's getting around him. Yeah, I mean, another good option would be Joseph Mealy in that P4 position. I like his spot, but I can't go against Thomas Meeks. I mean, if I would have put money on it right now, it's 55 machine going to victory lane.
Now, Daryl, what is the betting line for Thomas Meeks? Obviously, the slight favorite over the 36 of Morante.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a minus 350 to win the race, where
Whoa.
Dylan Morante is a plus 175, Blake.
That's not even close. I mean, I'm taking the bet on Morante for plus 175. I'm putting $10 on it.
Well, we'll see as the pace truck leads them coming out of 4. They're going to pull off. We're going to have Meeks, Morante, White, and Mealy. And Blake, take it away.
For the 11th time, rolling towards that juicy spider restart zone here at Indianapolis. Your front row, Meeks on the inside, Morante on the outside, green flag in the air. Meeks shoots off like a rocket. He's going to hold on to the race lead for now.
Absolutely. They're 3 wide for second place. Man, that was close, and that's everything that Thomas Meeks wants to see. But Del Morante has a huge run going into 2. Blake, he's right there.
That was a great corner from Morante. I mean, that start didn't help him out, but now he's got that car rolling. Can he reel in your race leader of Thomas Meeks, or are we going to wad it up in the back? These guys racing hard all over the track, Daryl.
Absolutely. Going into turn 3, Thomas Meeks, Dylan Morante, Chad White just fall off a little bit. Oh, Dylan Morante gets tight. He's going to fall off a little bit. Thomas Meeks is just sailing with that fresh air, Blake. They're coming out of 4 to take the white flag.
Thomas Meeks loving what he's seeing. We are still clean and green. White flag in the air. Last lap around Indianapolis. Thomas Meeks, your race leader by 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, that clean air is something that we don't really talk about enough in this race, and that's what Thomas Meeks has. It's just way too difficult for anybody else to do anything.
Absolutely. I think he's got this race won here. Now, meanwhile, looks like Morante going to go too far down. Chad White trying to make a pass on from second.
Absolutely. Here comes Chad. Oh, that was really... Oh!
Lanfear's got junked. We're going to the finish, though, here, side by side. Looks like Mealy going to beat up the 28, and he's going to make the pass for third. Out of turns 4 here. Thomas Meeks out front. Checkered flag in the air. Thomas Meeks wins the Wise Owl Wash 200. Second going to go to Morante. Mealy brings home third.
Dustin Malarkey, P4, Chad White, P5, and Steve Tucker allegedly took out the 13 of Michael Lanphier, Blake.
Oh, let's see this replay, Daryl. Here it is. So Lanphier on the outside. Tucker just comes up here, and, yeah, he just hooks him.
Absolutely. And Michael Lanphier called him out on it, and Steve's response was, white flag.
Well, Michael Lanphier, I think, one thing, he may know Steve Tucker's license plate, Daryl.
Yeah. This is, wow. That's something that we're going to have to, keep an eye on. But nonetheless, Thomas Meeks, everybody giving him a little congratulations. And
No, Daryl, they're actually giving him middle fingers right now.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah. The whole field just gave him a finger.
My Josh Larson. I mean, what are we doing?
Well, it's like we've been here before, folks. Nonetheless, Thomas Meeks, your race winner. He is going to celebrate, burn it down here on the front stretch. So again, Meeks your winner, Morante second, Mealy in third. We're going to watch him burn it down, and we're going to take a quick break, gather some drivers, do some interviews. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. You just watched Thomas Meeks pull off the unthinkable and win this race. But Daryl, before we jump into our top 3 interviews, I got a special one I want to pull in here for a quick one. Let's see if we can get him.
Go for it.
Michael Lanfair, Blake, and Daryl up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy? Michael Lanfair, got a copy? Blake and Daryl up in the booth.
How can I help you?
Hey, we were just wanting to check in that last lap incident. Wanted to see what you saw happen in your rearview mirror there.
I got dumped.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. It looked like you had a good run going there until white flag and all ends badly there.
Okay.
But all right. Well, good talk. We'll send you back to your team and wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season. Well, not much to say there from the American Badass of Michael Lanfair, Daryl. Nonetheless,
Not much.
let's move straight into our podium finishers here. Tonight's 3rd place finisher. It's going to be Joseph Mealy. Let's get him in here.
Joseph, Daryl, and Blake, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Joseph, congratulations on a P3 finish. Just tell me about the race.
Yeah, well, I was thinking a lot about what I said last week, and you got to qualify good, and it's going to be short track tempers, and I, of course, didn't qualify good, even though I told everybody I had to, and then everybody was super mad during this race. It was great. It was a lot. I had a lot of fun. Am I thrilled with 3rd? No, I'm never going to be satisfied with anything other than 1st, but you know, it's good to see Thomas Meeks win. I've been racing with him for a long time, and he's a good guy, and it's good to see him do well. I just told him, though, we got to stop. Every week we've been running into each other. This got to stop sometimes. So.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, but Joseph, I mean, you didn't qualify too well, but you got up front pretty quickly there. Fortunately, it didn't look like you had the speed at the end to compete for the win, but it has to feel pretty good putting it on the podium nonetheless.
Yeah, qualifying bad. A lot of stuff, you know, I had damage early in the race on that first or second restart, and it turned out to be a blessing because it got me to flip the stage, and I came down pit road, took no tires. They were at like 99%. Because I had pitted so many times to get damage fixed. Flipped the stage, got out there, led some laps. Nick was obviously in the chat watching over Nora and I tonight, and he told me when we had that caution during the green flag pit stops, if I had just kept a little bit more pace, I probably would have beat those guys off pit road who were on pit road, and I think Thomas was one of them who eventually won. So that's just something to keep in the memory bank. You know, I think once I got stuck behind him, I had no choice but to do 4 tires, and to come from 11th back to 3rd and 16, 17 laps plus the green, white checkers, it was a pretty good night overall.
Absolutely. And you bring home the hard charger. I mean, you started, I believe, 13th, finished 3rd. Daryl, you got anything else for Joseph Mealy here in the 39?
Well, nothing else much except for just congrats again for a podium finish. And what do you think of Bristol next week, Joseph?
Before I answer that, I don't know if I called Noah Nora. Sorry, Noah. What do I think of Bristol? I think I love Bristol. I've been doing a lot of AI races at Bristol, not in the next gen car, of course, because why would I be doing that? But yeah, I love Bristol. It's a great track. I've always enjoyed racing there. I can't wait, but as you can see, I had Phyllis's fight team. That's my family. We're all behind Phyllis, my grandma, making sure she's good, and that's what this is all about. So every lap's for her and my grandpa too. Don't want to forget him or my mom and everybody watching, my friends, Nick, Noah, everybody. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys. It's a great group of guys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, Joseph, great job out there tonight putting it on 3rd. Now, next week, if Bristol, if you want any tips, let me know, because I actually did go to Bristol last week in real life, so I'm pretty much an expert.
Well, I'll tell you what. One of these nights, I'll probably throw up a hosted. So everybody come and give me your tips.
Okay. Well, Daryl, I guess we'll have to both join that one then, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like, Joseph, unless you have any other shout-outs, it looks like you already did your shout-outs, unless you got anything else.
No, I've spoken for way too long, so please take somebody else.
No worries. Well, we'll get you out of here. Congrats again. We'll see you in Bristol, and After I send you back, tell Nick I'm on my way.
You got it.
All right, see you, buddy.
Quick matter of business, Daryl. Connor Gerard letting us know the 11 wins the Connor Gerard paint scheme of the night.
Very, very good for that 11 machine of Dakota Collins. And we'll just move right along. Let's get Dylan Morante. We talked to him, well, not too long ago, and we said we might talk to him after the race. Well, we're going to bring him in now.
All right.
Dylan.
Oh, hello.
Daryl and Blake, you got a copy.
I do.
Well, you're back. And,
Yeah.
Finished in P2. Congratulations to you. And you let me down. You did not just absolutely just annihilate Thomas Meeks in the outside wall. I'm just kidding. But just, hey, P2 behind Thomas. Tell us about your night.
It was a little bit of an up and down night. I messed up my second lap of qualifying, so I had to go off of my banker lap, which was a little slower. So I didn't start where I wanted to, and then we had the lap 1 incident, which I got involved in. So I had to drop all the way to the rear, and then just slowly worked my way to the front. Had a really fast car all night, and was able to lead a bunch of laps. And just unfortunately, in the end, there the 4 tires kind of put me in a disadvantage with the positions of the restarts. I think if I took 2 with a few other guys, I would have been better off with the restart positions. But overall, I'm still happy to bring home a P2 with good points.
Yeah, now, Dylan, on that last restart, looked like you didn't get the best of restarts. You kind of had to battle it out for that second spot, so that definitely didn't help you out. But looked like you really had nothing for Meeks, so after you're able to settle into second.
Yeah, he jumped me a bit on the restart. I was just a little bit slower than him, and I knew I was going to be able to get around Chad on the outside because I was doing it all night against other guys, just passing around the outside. But I kept getting on the gas a little too early on the exits of 2 and 4, and it was getting me real tight, and I just had to worry too much about defending from Chad rather than attack Meeks, and unfortunately he was able to run away with it.
Well, hey, great job out there tonight. Before you head out, though, Dylan, got any shout-outs for our fans watching at home?
Yeah, shout out to you two again this week for putting on the broadcast. I know you guys put on a good show. And shout out to the sponsor of Wise All Wash and Flem Dogs. Just, it's fun racing with them every week, and had some fun tonight. Bring them in P2.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations on a second place finish, Dylan Morante.
Thank you.
All right, Blake, let's not waste any time and bring in our winner, Thomas Meeks. Thomas. Daryl and Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going?
Doing well, sir. Congratulations on winning a very exciting Indianapolis race that we saw a lot of cautions, a lot of tempers, and just a little bit of everything. And you were my pick to win the entire race. I didn't have anybody else picked. Don't listen to Blake if he tries to counter that. But tell me about your night.
Yeah, I think we did the right thing there on that last stop when we took tires. We took 2 only. Had a bunch of fuel. I think I was good for a whole nother 3, green, white checkers just in case. But yeah, I think the 2 tires was the right call. I was able to, keep it together there. I thought it would be maybe a little bit tighter for me, but it wasn't. I was able to get a good drive off and pull away from these guys. But yeah, I think it was the right call. And I mean, the whole race we battled out. I got a little bit of damage I had to get fixed early on, and then just move my way forward little by little, and we were in the right place at the right time there at the end.
Yeah, Thomas, I mean, you led a lot of laps. Well, not too many. You led, 18 laps here, but you led the most important one. Now, you got a lot of haters out there. Everybody always saying, Meeks' cheeks, giving you a bunch of hate. Well, you're able to shut them up tonight. You got any words for all those haters out there?
Yeah, I mean, most of the haters are my friends. So you already know how it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I could win one. It's been a long time coming. I know I've been in this position a few times, and it just falls through. I lose the lead or something, but it feels good to finally get one.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations, big race win, and I guess the floor is yours. You got any other shout outs? Let them be heard.
Yeah, shout out to Wheels America, sponsor of the 55, Wise Owl Wash, sponsor of the league. You for this broadcast, y'all do an excellent job. I enjoy going back and watching it. I'm sure my family does too. Yeah, shout out to Fleming. He's doing well with this league. I think we're everybody's enjoying it. So, yeah, just big shout outs to everybody. You know, my family, my wife and kids. They're probably gonna watch it with me later. So,
All right.
Oh, did you hear that, Blake?
Hey, it's because he won.
yeah,
I know.
He's pulling a Steve Tucker.
yeah.
Hey, Thomas, before we let you go, what do you think of Bristol next week?
Oh, I love Bristol. I love it. I can't tell you how many leagues I think I've actually ran it in because a lot of them like it's Caution Fest or they're scared to put it on the schedule. But I love Bristol.
Perfect. Well, Blake, I had Thomas winning this race from the very beginning. He was my race pick before we dropped the green flag, and I'm going to lock it in right now. Thomas Meeks is going to win next week at Bristol.
My goodness.
I hope so.
A lot of pressure there, Thomas. Hopefully you can handle
I
it.
will do my best.
Well,
All right,
congratulations, though, Thomas.
Thank you.
Well, Blake, we had just about everything. I was completely wrong. I thought this was going to be a lot of single files, all stretched out, maybe just a couple cautions. Boy, was I wrong. I'm going to keep my mouth shut next week.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I mean, we expected to have some cautions. We weren't thinking 11, though. I assume that's probably a channel record for those still watching. But nonetheless, I mean, things finally got to come to an end. Thomas Meeks brings home the win. Morante, Mealy, then we have Malarkey and White round out your top five. But, Daryl, I mean, it was a fun night nonetheless. But that's really all I got. You got any final words for our fans at home?
I don't. Just thanks for everybody coming out, stopping by, tuning in. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody to come on and subscribe to Hudson Motorsports TV. And yeah, Bristol's gonna be next week in this league, and just watch Blake. It's gonna be like green flag the entire race, except for the stage caution. That's just the way how this thing works. Who am I kidding? It's going to be worse than tonight.
Oh, yeah. My guess, we're probably going to see a lot of cautions. But, hey, who knows? It's going to be fun nonetheless. You're going to see side-by-side, high-banked action at Bristol. Short track racing, too. Going to be great for sure. But, hey, tomorrow night we're going to be live with the Stars and Stripes series right here on the channel. And, again, that's really about all I got in the booth with Daryl Young Jr. I'm Blake Hutchinson, and we will see you next time.